All right. So, we just finished the last episode.
Yeah. And if you don't know who we are already, fuck you.
Fuck you. You're already here.
I'm Devin. That's Biker Mike.
Yes. We're going to talk really quickly about things that we have coming up. We are looking into new ways to give to you. So we're thinking about you in this area. We're going to do shorter episodes.
Yeah. I mean, one of the big bits of feedback that we've gotten, and I understand, is that our episodes have been very, very long, and it's intimidating to get into, or you don't have time to get into it. We still want to do these long-form conversation kind of podcasts.
As you're about to hear.
As you're about to hear, this may be a doozy.
Oh.
But we also understand that, sometimes somebody wants to listen to something that makes a point in a concise format.
Yep.
So we're going to try doing some mini episodes where we take a topic that's on our mind but isn't going to fit into this long form conversation kind of thing that our heart is in.
Yeah. We love the long ones, but at the same time, we've got opinions on short ones.
That we know we can't chew the fat on for 2 hours.
Yeah.
That we can hit it and quit it. So we're going to do some more episodes, which is good because it's going to give you guys more regular content.
Did we decide the name yet?
We haven't really. We're thinking of the Sacred Slaughterhouse.
I like the Sacred Slaughterhouse. If you like the Sacred Slaughterhouse, let us know.
Maybe it's a thing where we take your favorite sacred cow and we kill it. We kill it good.
Just really
and eat it in front of you.
That's right. We kill your cow and we eat it. And it's not a matter of being disrespectful. It's challenging you on your own beliefs. Do you actually believe this? Why do you believe it? Is it biblical or is it based in any kind of reality?
Yeah, so we'll take some of those topics that we know we can really do justice to in like 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And just bam, get it out. Then you guys can have some content that you can listen to in shorter chunks. But that isn't really what we want to do. But it is something that we know that we can do, and not everything we want to get to is going to fit into long form podcast form.
And if we can pound them out in the shorter ones, that's more time to listen to the longer ones later. Because if we got to integrate them into the longer ones, it just makes the longer ones even longer.
Even bigger. So thinking of how we're going to plan out topics, we can compartmentalize this into a form that is going to be more accessible to more people in shorter amounts of time, but also give us the freedom to do these long conversations between us that we love doing.
Yes. And we are working on getting eventually more equipment, so we're able to do more video. Another thing we'd like to do is take a 5-minute, 6-minute segment of our long-form podcast and put it on YouTube and have a visual for you guys to actually see us sitting here chewing the fat and actually getting through it, but only for a small part to push you towards the full-length podcast.
It's our new marketing strategy.
It is part of our new marketing. And
Bang.
One more thing, we're looking at doing giveaways.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
This is another our cynical way of driving you to our real content.
Yeah.
We're thinking that we're going to try and find some type of thing we can give away. In exchange, because this is a capitalist venture, in exchange for you guys providing us reviews, likes,
shares,
and ratings, and
so
shares.
many shares.
When we see that we're growing, we want to reward you for that. So the idea is, at the moment, to do a giveaway for a cool item. I don't know.
We haven't decided. We're figuring that out.
We're kicking around some options. Maybe like a new Simpson helmet, or maybe a set of riding gloves, or
a custom hat, autographed.
Custom hat. Maybe a bottle of our favorite whiskey.
Oh yeah.
Something to show our appreciation for growing the podcast.
And we don't care if you're legal or not. If you're like 17, we will send you a bottle.
That is a lie. No, we will absolutely ask you how old you are.
And you can feel free to lie.
Hopefully you live in Alberta where the age is only 18. But, I mean, in all honesty, most of the people listening to this podcast are like 40 and over.
Yeah.
But, you know, we can take a look at maybe we'll do it if we get to a certain amount of Apple reviews. Like if you guys can get us to the point where we have 15 reviews on our profile and ratings to go with it, or
The thing is, we see our numbers too. We see how many we're getting.
Yeah,
and if you can tell me, hey man, I got like 10 people, you PM me directly or even comment on any of our things saying, hey, I know I got 10 people to listen, and I can see that shit because there's not a lot of people.
It shows up on our downloads. If we can grow this in a real way through you guys, we're going to do a giveaway for something cool. It'll be multiple hundreds of dollars. Whole hundreds of dollars.
Whole hundreds of dollars. And the thing is,
and you can win that for pushing people to this podcast. And
but if you tell me
giving us views,
you got 100 people to listen, and I only see like 50 downloads for this episode, I'm gonna call bullshit, and we're gonna cancel you immediately. Dave. Just kidding.
Of course it would be Dave. Don't be a Dave.
Dave.
Anyway, what we want to say though is please help us grow this podcast.
Yeah,
we're having a lot of fun doing this, but we do want it to be a real venture, and we can't make it into something that's worth our time without it growing.
Because I want to do more of this. You want to do more? I want to do more.
I do. I want to do more with it. I want to do more type of things. I want to be able to do video content where we're able to splice up into small sections and put it on YouTube for everybody to see, like maybe a 10-minute section of a conversation that's a real cool point or relevant content that everybody and their dog will get to see on YouTube in real video, and grow the podcast through things like that out of our long conversations. But we can't do that without having proper equipment, without having funding, without having incentive to make it worth it for us.
Because
to sit down and put 4 hours of time into editing and uploading and stuff like that per episode.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of work to do the editing, to get it out there, to figure out how the stupid
algorithms and all that
and
crap
bullshit of social network works for us.
And if we're not seeing the numbers and we know that there's not a lot of people watching, it de-incentivizes us to make the effort.
It'll keep us more basic, but if we will be able to do more and better stuff all the time, if we know that this is going somewhere and we can eventually do something like a Patreon or a fan club of subscriptions or something that will, I hate to say it, but financially incentivize us to put more of our week hours and useful work hours into this, as opposed to something else that we could put it in to put food on the plate for our families.
How many millions of dollars have you made off this podcast so far?
I have made $0 millions.
I have made negative.
Yeah, at this point,
is costing us money.
At this point,
we're not bitching.
It's costing us money, but it's costing us money because we have passion for it.
Yeah.
And our passion for it is pushing us to thinking of all sorts of cool things we can and want to do, but it's hard to take time away from
family, man.
Overtime hours.
I got young kids.
Yeah.
You got overtime.
I don't make jack shit for overtime because I'm self-employed.
I make overtime.
But, for us to take time away from our real lives, from our jobs, from our kid and wife time, to make and organize and edit and distribute content in all the ways that people want to see, that's a lot of work. And there needs to be some incentive for it.
Yeah.
So we're trying to figure out fun and cool and ethical ways to make that incentive work for you and for us.
Without having to pay for it.
Well, at least to the point where maybe we're doing such a good job that you do want to pay for it, that you do want to.
Yeah, but I don't want to pay Facebook for it.
Oh,
Is what
yeah,
I'm saying.
I see. Yeah.
I don't want. I think they got enough of our data and our info. They don't need more. So if you believe in us, please let us know.
You're
by
such a
liking and sharing.
right-wing wingnut.
I know, capitalist to the fucking core.
You know that at some point we're going to have to invest dollars
I know.
into advertising.
Yes, but I don't want to pay Facebook.
But I don't
will
want to
pay
do that
a
until
pro.
I don't. I'm actually more than happy to put money into boosting posts, into boosting our stuff in algorithms that it's more accessible to everybody when I know that it's going to work.
Yeah.
And we need you guys on board for that.
And-
So, to incentivize you, to incentivize us, we're going to put out some pretty kick-ass giveaways.
And great content.
And great content in the very near future.
Yeah.
As we build. We want to make this organic, but we do want to make sure that we're making it worth it for you to invest in us. And so somewhere down the line, you're going to see a pretty kick-ass giveaway, but it's going to come with a cost. It's going to come with asking you guys to share us, to write reviews, to do concrete, comprehensive, and provable ways to demonstrate your loyalty to the Blue Collar Podcast mission. And we will make sure that we give you cool shit or a chance to win cool shit for the privilege.
Yeah, Dave.
Hopefully it gets to the point where you guys believe in us enough that you're willing to maybe we can do a Patreon or something like that where you guys get extra content or extra accessibility to the whole thing or perks in order for monthly subscription or monthly Patreonage. I mean, that's how most
now it's all
most
free.
art in the history of time is built on the backs not of record labels, not of capitalist agendas, not of sales, but of patrons, of people who believe in a vision of an art form and are willing to invest in it in order for that to just simply be beautiful.
Yes. But for now, it's free, and we're going to continue to push that.
Yeah. Right now it's free. And in a little bit, we're going to
get you hooked.
Yeah, we're going to get you hooked. And we're going to provide that thrill of risk of new shit and of giveaway shit. And it's going to incentivize that gambling thing inside every person, and you're gonna do it, and then we're gonna go to the next level, and you're just
gonna like it. You're gonna like it so good.
Yeah, you're gonna like it so good. You're gonna be so hooked. You're gonna give us monthly money in order to do this shit, and then after that, sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Elon Musk territory, Spotify money.
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm getting way out there.
It's been a long night. All right.
Let's say this is a mini thing we're gonna put out there, and we're gonna do a re-intro to the episode we just did because this is way too long.
Way too long.
But just giving you guys an idea of kind of where our head's at. We love you. We want to do this. We're doing this for fun. We're doing this for passion.
Yeah.
But in order for there to be more of what y'all want, we need help doing it.
Yeah, we are blue collar.
We're not just begging you. We're gonna meet you halfway, and we're gonna do some stuff on our end to make it worth it for you guys to share it and push it and grow it. But we got to do this together. So let's band up and let's make the Blue Collar Podcast or Philosophers Podcast an epic endeavor.
Yeah. All right, so that was a great mini episode that we just did.
Booyah!
Because we're going to release that tomorrow, today, now. Whenever you fucking listen to this, we're going to be releasing it.
Michael, I just want you to know that I love the way you make your sound hole work to make word sounds. You're a genius.
We still have to do a proper intro for our next podcast. that you'll hear next week, because this one will be releasing this
All
week.
right. We love you. And as we end everything with now, since Jeremiah told us that this is the best tagline ever, God bless.
Don't be a dick.